Are you a moron yet? Are you unable to read and write? Do you need to be told where you can get your news? Should certain sources be banned? If you ask the elites in society, the answer would be yes to all of those questions. Think I'm being dramatic? I'm not being dramatic enough. We are well on our way to making Idiocracy not just a movie, but a reality. The latest World Education Ranking sends a clear message to the U.S.
Don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but it says on your chart you're f***ed up. You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
The Program for International Student Assessment ranked 81 countries according to their math, reading, and science scores. The U.S. didn't make the top 5. We didn't make the top 10. We didn't even make the top 15. Nope. America ranked number 18. Who topped the list? That'd be Singapore, followed by Macau, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, Estonia, and Canada. That's right, Canada. Justin Trudeau can actually say his country is smarter than ours. A commie can run a better education system than the U.S. What's that about? Now put a pin on that thought. And let's listen to a clip from former Vice President Al Gore. Speaking at the COP28 climate conference in Dubai, Gore said this.
If you have social media that is dominated by algorithms that pull people down these rabbit holes that are a bit like pitcher plants, these algorithms, they are the digital equivalent of AR-15s. They ought to be banned. They really ought to be banned. It's an abuse of the public forum. But when people are pulled down these rabbit holes, you know what's at the bottom of the rabbit hole? That's where the echo chamber is. And if you spend too much time in the echo chamber, what's weaponized is another form of AI, not artificial intelligence, artificial insanity. I'm serious.
Well, who the is he to decide where we get our information? He might want you to think he's preserving democracy and keeping you safe, but he's not. If the government banned social media algorithms, what do you think you would know about COVID, January 6th, Ukraine, Israel and Gaza, the Biden crime family, Trump's trials? That's right. You know only what they wanted you to know. Can you trust the media and government with being the arbiters of truth? Did they tell you the truth about Russian collusion, Hunter Biden's laptop, or Pizzagate? While it seems cool to control what someone else may say, you're really just letting a politician control what you can hear. Well, here's an inconvenient truth for you, Mr. Gore. The First Amendment still exists. I'd think you'd know that since you were vice president and all. And just like the polar ice caps, free speech isn't going to erode away, at least not peacefully. The sad thing is, most people in the U.S. get lured into these thoughts about hate speech and limiting social media out of some false notion they're saving the world. You can't preserve liberty and freedom if you prevent people from talking. You know that phrase that the beatings will continue until morale improves? Why are people, the media, and politicians into limiting speech, thought, and banning books these days? I'm talking to you, Ron DeSantis and Sarah Huckabee Sanders. They're tyrants, but they know better. However, education in this country has declined to a point where most Americans don't know how their own government works, what their rights are, or what is permissible according to the Constitution. Did you know that less than half of U.S. adults could name all 3 branches of the government? That's a nearly 10% decline since 2016.
You dumb bastards.
A third of Americans couldn't name freedom of speech as a right guaranteed in the First Amendment. In fact, 1 in 4 people couldn't name any rights guaranteed by the First Amendment at all. If you asked Americans how a bill was passed, they would probably say,
they've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
So when Al Gore says social media is as dangerous as an AR-15, how long do you think it'll take before independent news sources are eliminated? We already saw the Biden administration coordinate with Twitter to censor those that refuted the COVID narrative. We already know that Google and YouTube censor people that they deem are misinformation. We already see Nikki Haley demanding that TikTok be banned. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You see, they first made you dumb, very dumb. If you don't know your rights and likely can't read at an adult level, then you won't know any better. Now that you're primed and stupid, they want you to buy their version of the Constitution, persuading you to surrender your rights to them, your friendly, American, benevolent dictators. Well, benevolent only if you agree with them. See what they did there? They led the horse to idiocracy, and now they want to make you their serf. The New World Order is going smoothly. The Trilateral Commission and Council on Foreign Relations are rejoicing. America is stupid at last. Our tyranny will finally work. Somewhere, Klaus Schwab is farting rainbows. Congratulations, you'll know nothing and be happy. Thanks for listening to Broad Thinking. Be sure to tune in next week for an all-new episode. In the meantime, be sure to follow the Ladies Love Politics channel on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, True Social, Brighteon Social, and Twitter.